So let's quickly summarize what this chapter is. So this is, we began this chapter, nature, the enjoyer and consciousness, kshetra, kshetragya or yoga, right? So in this particular chapter, we are going into more details about this jnana, this knowledge of work. We briefly understood the essence of that in the fourth chapter in these three terms: karma, akarma, and vikarma. And we are told work on the akarma concept, which means work without getting entangled. But how does it happen exactly? How can one be in this body and not be attached to the body or aloof from the body? So the body, right, is being referred to as a field of activity or kshetra. And one, the conditioned soul, who's the purusha, who's this, liberated soul, or is the purusha, when his awareness gets limited to this conditioned awareness gets limited to this body, such a soul is called as a kshetragya, or one whose awareness is limited to this kshetra or the body. The knower of this limited body is this conditioned soul, the kshetragya. So our goal is to understand how is it that, that the free liberated soul became a prisoner of this limited body, right? That is the main theme of the 13th chapter. Then Arjuna begin by asking these questions: what is Prakriti? What is Purusha? What is Kshetra? What is Kshetragya? What is knowledge? What is the goal of knowledge? So Krishna begins by explaining that how this body, which is the place of work, is the Kshetra, and the knower of this body, the observer in this body, is a Kshetragya, the knower of this Kshetra. And there are two observers: there's the soul and there's a super soul. What is the difference? Soul knows only one body, whereas super soul knows all the bodies. Then what is knowledge? Right? Knowing the difference between this body and soul, kshetra and kshetragya, is real knowledge. And we saw the list of the definition of this knowledge, right? The list of all those divine qualities. Then what is the goal of my knowledge? To understand the super soul. Why is that the goal of my knowledge? Because just like how the super soul is also kshetragya, knower of this body, yet he does not get entangled with this body. That secret is what I'm trying to comprehend when I'm trying to understand the super soul. That way, even I can be in this body and not get entangled, right? So then what is causing this entanglement? Because the whole transformations are happening in physical nature, but suffering and enjoyment, I am undergoing it. What is my link between these two things? Those are the ropes, the invisible ropes of the gunas, the three modes of material nature, right? So while the soul is busy enjoying and suffering the transformations of nature, there is another Purusha, another enjoyer, but he is a transcendental enjoyer. Purusha Para or Para Purusha. Who is he? The super soul. What is he doing? He is the overseer, permitter, master, enjoyer. He is the supreme lord. And this, he is always different because the soul and super soul are not the same, right? And how do I realize the super soul? Some, the Dhyana yogis or Ashtanga yogis through meditation, Jnana yogis through cultivation of knowledge, Nishkama Karma yogis through working without fruitive desires, and a Bhakti yogi by worshipping the Supreme Lord, beginning with the process of hearing about His greatness and consequently sweetness about the Lord, right? And what happens? One by this practice, by the end goal is I understand the difference between matter, spirit, and supreme spirit, matter, soul, and super soul, and thus I understand who the real doer is, and one will stay aloof, and by staying aloof, one is as good as liberated. Though working, one does not get entangled in work, right? So that is the main theme of this 13th chapter. In the next chapter, we are going to see all about this one link. What exactly is this link? What are these gunas? An exclusive chapter dedicated about this, right? And again, very, very amazing chapter and very practical chapter. It's a great self-analysis tool, this but next chapter which is coming up. Because if you understand the gunas, you know your own state of consciousness. Very, very powerful chapter.